Fine, just transfer the money. What? You should send the money to her account, she's going through a tough time. But you gave her most of your salary already, didn't you? I don't think that matters. You're so cold. My name is Kelly, I'm 32 years old, and I work at a tax accountant office in Tall. My husband, Luis, is 2 years younger than me, and we met at the bar where he works. We became friends at work, and after a year of dating, we got married. Luis had a very different childhood from mine. He grew up in an institution because his mom disappeared when he was young, and his grandmother passed away a year later. He lived in an institution from the age of 10. He doesn't like talking about his past, so I never ask. When we got married, my parents asked if I was okay with our different backgrounds. I told them I liked him, and it wasn't a problem, which was mostly true, but I wasn't completely sure. Luis is a quiet, caring, and gentle person. I thought we could support each other forever. Unfortunately, after 2 years of marriage, things started to change. It all began when my mother-in-law showed up. She appeared out of nowhere, and it was an emotional reunion. She and Luis cried together, but when I saw them crying, I didn't feel moved. Instead, I thought she was being selfish. I'm so sorry, it's been so long. I had financial problems and didn't want to drag you into them. I know, I've been trying to find you for a long time. I didn't know how to tell you I lost my house, but I'm glad we finally met. Luis seemed happy to see her, but I couldn't forget that she had left him at a very important time in his life. If she had been struggling with debt, how could she not care about him when she left? It didn't make sense to me. She was wearing blonde hair, short skirts, and revealing tops. She sounded like someone who drank a lot, but I told myself not to judge by appearances. Luis was happy, so I tried to be happy for them. It was nice seeing you. I hope we can meet again. I'm sure we will. Thanks, but I don't know if I can come again. Why? I don't have a place to stay. Luis looked at me. I shouldn't do this, but isn't it wrong to tell your son you don't have a place to live? If you really care about your children, you wouldn't burden them. I don't think a mother who disappeared should do this. His look said, let her stay here, please. Fine, I don't like it, but maybe I'm overthinking it. I should help her, I thought. I made eye contact with Luis, agreeing silently. Mom, you can live with us. Really? Thank you. Wow, that was fast. You really know how to act. It's suspicious. Thank you so much. We'll live together from now on. She moved in without any real apology. After she came, Luis tried his best to take care of her, even though it seemed painful. I didn't think she would be a problem. I thought Luis might be trying to do things he couldn't as a child. But after 2 weeks, the real her showed up. It happened when Luis went shopping, and I was working late. It was the first time we were alone. So, you're a tax accountant? She asked in a different tone. Yes. You must have a lot of money saved up. I really don't want to talk about this. You talk differently when Luis isn't here. He loves me, you know that. He wouldn't believe anything bad you say about me. By the way, you're making money, right? Can you lend me some? I don't want to. Come on, you should help me. It's only right that someone like you, who makes money, should lend some to people in need. That's how the world works. I've never heard that before. That's why kids today don't understand the world. Hurry up and give me the money. I'm not giving you money. From then on, whenever it was just the two of us, it was always the same conversation. I didn't want to tell Luis because I knew it would cause a fight, so I kept quiet, even though I could tell his mother was taking advantage of him. The first part was tough, but I tried to be patient. However, my patience only lasted for a month. Just when I was about to ask her to leave, she surprised me by saying she was moving out. This felt like a blessing I didn't even expect. Mom, are you really leaving? Yeah. I can't keep bothering you and Kelly. We're not those kinds of people. And you can't stay with us forever. Stop with the pearls. I'm happy about it, thanks. I found a new apartment. They said I don't even need a guarantor. I won't be a bother anymore. That's good. Let me show you. It's only 5 minutes away, so let's take a walk. Luis nervously followed his mom. After that, I started to lose trust in him. Since his mom showed up, my relationship with Luis had been neglected. He always put his mom's needs before mine, and he was pulling away from me. We walked to her new apartment and were shocked by how bad it was. It looked like a shady place, and I think it was even rumored to be haunted. Luis saw it and looked at his mom with tears in his eyes. Mom, please, come back to our home. It's fine. I'm living here now. Just visit me if you can. The next day, his mom moved out of our house. But I knew this was all part of her plan. Louise had fallen right into her trap. Kelly, can you help my mom somehow? Why should I? You saw that apartment. Don't you feel bad for her? That was just her trick. She's trying to get money from us. I'll never give her anything. Louise has no idea what kind of game she's playing. I'm not giving her any money. Why not? She's rented an apartment, so she must have money. She goes out, so she must be working. She's not working. She's volunteering at a nursing home during the day. Volunteering? That's a lie. I can't believe she's a volunteer. I won't believe it. What's your point? Nothing. I'm just not paying for it. Louise looked at me coldly. Kelly, you're fine as long as things are good for you, right? What do you mean? Kelly, you make more money than I do, and you think I should just listen to you. What are you talking about? When did I say that? It's in the way you act. Mom said it too. She said, Kelly is a little scary. I bet she left because of you. I felt like crying. What did he see in me before? You don't know anything, and now you're blaming me for everything. You don't even know your own mother. Do you know what I've been going through since your mother showed up? Have you ever thought about that? Don't try to make me feel guilty. After that huge argument, our relationship fell apart. We didn't speak for days. Then, a few days later, Louise called me. I answered to see what was going on. You're at work, right? Yeah. I'm really sorry, but I need you to visit my mom. Why? She hurt her leg and is having a hard time. She would really appreciate it if you went to see her, but I can't leave the store today because I have a vendor coming in. It would mean a lot if you could go. All right, I'll go after work, thanks. I sighed when I hung up. Even though things were difficult between us, Luis only called me when it was about his mom. I felt emptier and emptier. I pulled out the divorce papers and stared at them. I guess it's time to end this. After work, I went to the apartment. You're late. My mother-in-law's leg was bandaged. How are you feeling? Not well, that's why you're here. Hurry up and make me some tea. She sat on the sofa and started watching TV. I reluctantly went to the kitchen to make tea. Then I noticed a bank passbook in the cupboard. I glanced at my mother-in-law. She didn't notice. I quietly picked it up and checked the contents. Oh no, I couldn't stop myself from reacting. Shut up, I can't hear the TV. It took me a while to make the tea, but she kept complaining while watching TV. I looked around and saw she had nice teacups and dishes. I started to understand everything. Here's your tea, now I'm leaving. What are you talking about? Where's dinner? Why don't you cook it for yourself? You're the one who's paying for it. I don't think I should. You have plenty of money, don't you? She saw the passbook in my hand and quickly stood up. That's mine, don't you dare not give it back. She tried to reach for it, but there was no way she could reach me since I'm taller. I walked straight to the door, and she glared at me fiercely. Oh, I thought you broke your leg. You were limping just now. Just give it back to me. I left her apartment and went home. Luis greeted me. Thank you for going. My mom must have been in a lot of pain. No, she was fine. No, she couldn't have been. She must have been in pain. Did you give her the money? From the look on his face, he hadn't heard from his mom. What money? You didn't give me any money. No, don't you feel sad when you see your mom hurting? She needs money, and I thought you'd give it to her. So you think I should give her the money? Louise sighed. Fine, just transfer the money. What? You should send the money to her account. You know she's struggling. You gave her most of your salary, didn't you? I don't think that's necessary. You're so cold. I thought you'd understand after seeing your mom in pain. I've wasted so much time thinking about it. What have you been thinking about? Your mother's been pretending to be weak, because you're not nice at all. This is the only way she can get anything from us. I didn't know what else to say. I threw the passbook at Luis. Look at this. Do you still think she's poor? Wake up. What do you mean? Why does she have $70 million? She has money, but she keeps trying to get more from us. She left you alone when you needed her and then suddenly shows up asking to live with us and keeps asking for money, not just from you, but from me too. She asks me for money when you're not here. What makes you think this is the person you should protect? She's a hustler. If you still want to protect your mother, that's your choice, but I want a divorce. I'm done. You still don't believe me. You and your mom are the same. living in a shady house, trying to get money from me. You're just like her. I probably had more to say, but it didn't matter anymore. I couldn't understand why my husband believed his mother so much. He had waited for her for so long, but I couldn't tell him that he was being used and unloved. After that, Luis and I got divorced. I didn't get alimony. I couldn't take his money after his mother tricked him. I also didn't get any of the shared property. We agreed to keep our savings separate. A month later, Luis was waiting for me outside my office. I told him to just say what he needed. He told me something I couldn't believe. My mom got arrested for theft and fraud. She had been asking elderly people at the nursing home for their PIN numbers and passbooks. Their families reported her, and she's in jail now. She was arrested again for more crimes. Fortunately, the money she tried to get from Luis was safe. It was returned to the victims. Luis apologized and then disappeared from my life. It was sad to see him go. That was the end of my short marriage, but I was glad it was over. The darker side of Luis was too much for me. I hope I can find someone I can truly be with someday. I think I'm done with marriage for now. I'm more comfortable focusing on my career. I'm going to work harder and maybe open my own office someday. That's my new goal. Luis's mother was all about money, and the way Luis handled it was heartbreaking. Parents shape a child's character, don't they? Luis was truly a victim of his mother. I hope that both Kelly and Luis find happiness in the future. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to our channel if you liked the video. See you in the next one.